Hello, I'm Heisenberg, here with Godzilla, 2014 Godzilla Smash Strike, one of the new toy figures for the new 2014 Godzilla movie. So let's do a brief review, so if you'll bear with me a moment, I'll zero in on him. I don't know if you can hear me. This is probably actually the least interesting of the toys, but in some ways maybe the most amusing as a result. Let's make sure focused so we can see all the smashing action. Okay, we're focused in here on Godzilla Smash Strike. This is the front of the box. There's one side. Here's the other side. Here's the back. The front of the box says Smash Strike Godzilla, ages 4 and up. Try me, in several languages. Back of the box shows him moving around a bit. Same in this picture here too. Sort of shows the action. Also mentions that there's also a Tail Strike Godzilla, which I have reviewed separately. So let's get a sense of how big this fellow is. Box comes to 10 inches. Godzilla himself comes to about 7 inches. Let's get something in here for the scale. Let's see how he is compared to Corona here. Okay, so what do we got going on? Well, we've got this loose, he's slack-jawed, one thing to notice. And I'll zero in even more later. We'll get the, he's a little slack-jawed. Why, I'm not sure. And he's got the arms, he's bent, the arms can bend at the elbow here a bit. So it's all the way back now. Bent in a few degrees at least, I don't know, 10 degrees or so. Up, down, a little bit, so you can see there, arms up, arms down, up, down. Same with this one, up, down, up, down. So then more at the shoulder, let's go all the way down. They're all the way down. Let's go all the way up. He's scratching his ear. There's all the way up. Actually, not quite. This one, left one actually can go back further than the right one, strangely enough. It's a little asymmetric. That's about as far back as it goes. Now this one, notice the right one doesn't go back quite as far as this one. The left one goes way back. He's kind of scratching behind his ear. If there were an ear. No sign of an ear, by the way. But if there were one, you could scratch it. Did Godzilla ever have ears? These do have 4 toes, by the way. Okay, so that's about mid-position. Now the other thing that's more noticeable than these arms, than the slack jaw, is this rather strange bifurcation, that the top half is kind of like split from the bottom half here. Don't get this with the Tail Strike Godzilla. In fact, let me get Tail Strike so you can compare. Briefly, I've reviewed Tail Strike separately, but it's nice to compare here. So here's Tail Strike on my left. This is my left. Smash Strike on my right. Smash Strike, notice it's like kind of cut down in the waist here. Kind of like he's dieting or something. But you don't get that with the Tail Strike. The Tail Strike, the tail's in pieces or segments that can move back and forth. You don't get that with the Smash Strike. It's just one solid tail, can't move. And then notice we got kind of a normal, well, except for the split in the middle, we got kind of a normal looking chest. Whereas with Tail Strike, now Tail Strike's on my right, this is Tail Strike, this is Smash Strike. Tail Strike's got the little button on his stomach, so you can use that to move the tail. Comparison. Now we've got Tail Strike on my left here. This is Tail Strike. There's the tail. This is Smash Strike. Tail Strike, we just have the tail that can move around. Smash Strike, we've got the button on the, at the base of the tail. What can we do with that? Well, we can move at the waist. So here, we'll move the arms up. Well, put them about here. So I push the button. So one thing I can do, I make them kind of stand at attention here a bit. It moves up a bit. I can move it to the left and right. And notice he moves to left and right. So the action is that he can kind of like shake his top, kind of shake his head no. No, no. Put his arms down. Yeah, the arms will kind of swing around. Looks rather lame. Yeah, if you move the arms up a bit, at least, yeah, it looks a little more imposing. You move them up even more, it might look even better. So that's it. The top half can move while holding the bottom half still. Well, I don't recall ever having a toy like that. There you push a button, the top half moves, bottom half still. I think you can move the legs too, by the way. But once again, as I mentioned in my Tail Strike review, some of my business dealings haven't gone too well lately, which has sort of made me a little strapped for cash. So this fellow is probably going to go back to the store. That's why I've kept him in the box. So my apologies there. So I'd say, again, of the Godzilla 2014 figures I've seen so far, this one I think is the least desirable, unless you find him so much so that it's almost amusing that he's split in the middle and you can just kind of go left and right like that, left, right. He's either saying no, 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 or maybe he's trying to do a little dance there. Trying to do the twist from the top half so the bottom half. Okay, so now I'm going to move him closer so you can get a better look at him. You might not hear me too well because of the microphone I have, but let me move him in. Close my mouth. King Godzilla. Go off to the castle.